Where's my nurse? Damn. Oh, Lord. My nurse is supposed to be helping me up. Ladies and gentlemen. Oops. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the last show of the Divas. This is the Divas' last stand. Listen, we've been together for, I think it was 2002, and we started with Holy Trinity. We are the Divas of Divinity of Holy Trinity. My church is a wonderful place. My church is an open and affirming. We are there for you wherever you are on your road. That is our gospel. So, now, about tonight and about drag. Okay, can you turn the house that lights up for just a minute? Okay, how many of you have never been to a drag show? Raise your hands. Oh my God. Oh my God, we've got several virgins here. Okay. So, let me explain a few things to you, how a drag show works. Alright, now usually it's in a bar setting, and it may be a little difficult here, but you're expected and appreciated if you bring mass quantities of ones, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, or whatever, up to the queens. Now if we're in the middle of an intricate dance step, we have 2 buckets over here, and we would appreciate you dropping it in there. Now, if you need a personal, now this is almost like, what do we do at church? No, the bread and the wine. Communion. If you need a personal affirmation, then we'll be, the queens, if you'll line up on the sides, the queens will come and accept your money that way. And then I think you've already gone over this, we've also got the baskets. So if you're in the middle and you can't get your money out there, they'll pass the baskets out there. All right, now, okay, so there's some things you need to know about drag. Now this is not RuPaul's drag. This is old school drag, okay? So, let me give you a few tips here. Okay? Now, so the story is in the hands. A simple turn of the hands can change the meaning of the song. So, this is rain. Simple turn, tears. And then there's heart. Oh, I got a big heart tonight. And then, last but not least, there's always home. So, just simple things there. Now, there's a couple other things you can do. We have a thing we do with, you can do things on the clock. It's like, okay, this is 9:15. 10 after 12. 10 after 11. I forget. I have an affliction because I'm an old girl, and so I can't do a 12:05. What would it be? 11:55. Back in the day, I could do it at 12 o'clock. But anyway, so listen, we thank you so much for coming out. I want to thank some people that I didn't thank last night, so I'm going to thank them up front so I don't forget them again. I want to thank Ty for our music, and Daniel for the spotlight. Thank you, baby. And there's so many people to thank. Friends of George's, they are a resident company here at the theater, and so they let us under their umbrella, so we got the theater a lot cheaper than we would have. So we want to thank them so much, and also their whole support staff. It's like we got so much, and then our church volunteers. It's like it's amazing. And I started doing this. Yeah, right. No, the guy that did my makeup said he'll kick my ass if I cry and rinse this off. In Chicago, I won the Miss Mod pageant. You'll see some of this later. But in the Miss Mod pageant was a takeoff on pageants because drag queens, it's like we will have Miss Mississippi River, Miss Non-Conner Creek. I mean, we can throw a pageant for anything. So when they had in 1980, when they had the Miss Mod Memphis pageant, it was a takeoff on pageants. So that's the only way I won, trust me. It was not a city. I think the Lord has blessed us. Huh?
The storm.
Is the storm going up?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want me to sing. You want there to be music so that I can lip sync. That's why I lip sync and not sing. So, all right, well, we'll see what happens. Bear with us. And, oh no, this man knows exactly what to do. Oh my goodness. Oh, Chuck, thank you so much. Oh, I want to thank sponsors. Good, I'm glad you did that. Thank you so much. Chuck and Larry own a shop at Madison and Cleveland. Like I should know. Market on Madison. They sponsor us in the program, and we want to thank them so much. Also, I want to talk about my Divas sisters. So there is Ashley Lamore, and Ashley. One of the things I wanted to say about her is. Hello? All right, bear with me. One of the things, Ashley always wanted to be Miss America. Gay Miss America. Well, that wasn't happening. So she bought the pageant. You get it one way or the other. This is really fun. Oh, good. Who do you steal this from? No, so this is my So anyway, Tracy Love, who is our sound person, came up with this idea that we were going to do this reunion for all the people who had ever been to George's. Well, that turned into a huge, huge deal. In 2010, we held the George's reunion at the Minglewood Hall. We had 1,500 people there. 1,500. And they ran out of vodka. You don't have a bunch of queens if you ain't got enough vodka. That night, performers, we performed. I was a co-MC, and I helped to set up the show, which was a nightmare, because trying to organize drag queens is like herding cats. It's like, oh my God, I had one that, it's like I'm trying to, we had 20 or something crazy. One came from London, one came from Florida, these were all people that had performed at one time or another at one of the Georges. And I was crowned Miss Mod Memphis at George's on Madison. So I never performed at George's, George's on Marshall. I never performed at George's on Madison. But all my girlfriends did. Renee, Belle Starr, Michelle Marie, it's like, yeah. Shout out, people who were there on Madison, shout out names of queens that you saw. Oh, Trixie, oh my God, Trixie Thunderpussy, yes. Well, I'll tell you a little something. Trixie was in the Miss Mod Memphis pageant, and I beat her. Again, I tell you, it was not a serious pageant. Oh my gosh, who was the one that was so beautiful and danced and had beautiful hair? Veronica York. Yes.
And my best friend, first person I met when I came out was Renee Williams. Renee was transgender. When I met her, we were at the University of Memphis. Well, we were at Memphis State. And so she started to do drag, and then realized that she was transgender and went through the whole change. Eventually died of AIDS. I'm HIV positive. I've been HIV positive for 30 years. So I say that because we need to be public with it, because there still is a stigma. It's better, but there still is a stigma. So I want to be able to say that's my truth. Okay, so Friends of George's, it was a magnificent night. It was one of the highlights of my drag career. Which if electricity comes back on, you will see some of it on the video. If not, we were talking. It's like I don't know if we can. Like rescheduling, we don't have the theater for any other time, so we'll see how this all plays out. I thank you for being so patient and it's hotter than for real? Well, okay. If we were able to move to tomorrow night, how many people would be able to come back?
I would.
Yes.
I would. Yes.
Yeah, we'll do it. Raise hands. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. Well, now I'm going to have to go through this and put this shit on again. One more time. But as long as I can use your money. So y'all tell me. Oh, yeah. Anybody that feels anybody that would like to come, that would be great. Yeah. I'm gonna see if some of the other girls would like to come out and tell them.
What's that?
What? A band. Oh, yeah.
Miss Mod.
Well,
I got a question.
Questions. Oh, that'd be fun. Questions. Are they sure? Because I'll answer anything.
Why?
Oh my God! Okay, this is the first, because this is the co-owner of former co-owner of Miss America pageant system. I wanted to tell this story. I'm so glad you said that. So Larry. Who was co-owner of Miss Gay America, thank you, kept trying to get me to participate. Well, it's easier to get into heaven than it is to become Miss America. They've got more rules than, it's like, I think a lady can't walk with a cigarette. There's a curfew. And the killer for me was you can't have oral sex with a crown. Well, if you don't get caught. But the
first thing that really got us when they said a lady, because the lady just say.
So, do you have, first of all, any of you want to say something?
I'd like to say thank you to every one of you that have come out here, and not just tonight, but have supported us over all the years that we've all been together. Tonight has been very special for us, even though you got to just see one number. So far. If you would have come and bought the last 20 tickets for last night, you could have seen the whole show. Tonight you only got one number, so thank you.
And I would like to say say that.
I'm not finished. But thank you all for coming out and being here and supporting each and every one of you. I love each and every one of these girls. I love them to death, and it's so nice to have ugly and older than and I'm just joking, because we're all beautiful on the inside.
Speak loud. You gotta speak loud.
It takes a lot of paint to look that good. Different dresser. That's what I call us divas.
Now may I? Okay, now.
Get over here to this light.
Yes.
Oh, did you see? So we have been part, since 2002, we have been working for the Memphis community. The last 5 to 7 years, not so much, but Holy Trinity Community Church is near and dear to the hearts of many of us who are here. It's like a family reunion. We started going to church there, we all gelled, we became a family, and we've raised so much money for not just the church, but the people that were in the church. And we are so fortunate to be able to give back to you because we are blessed to be able to do this. It cost a lot of money to look this cheap. Yes, we are exceptionally blessed to be able to perform for you. I thank you for your pleasant attitudes during tonight. We will figure this out, and if not, we will figure it out.
Lorette, do you have anything?
I did. No, she cut it off. Through the years of doing drag, I've seen so much happening between the way it was and the way it is now. And I just am so grateful that the young people have come in so strong. But I hope they don't forget where it came from. It's been a lot.
There were a lot of people who paved the path for all of us. We're celebrating this year will be the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. Stonewall was the beginning of our gay liberation. Stonewall was a little hole-in-the-wall bar in New York where it was drag queens, hustlers. It wasn't your rich white people. Let me say that. And they kept being harassed by the police over and over again. Mafia was involved and all this and the other. And so in June of 50 years ago, this year, I think it was the 26th, they fought back. They fought the police. And that was Stonewall. And then it went on to the next night, and it was like, that was our gay liberation. That's where we began. There was the Madison Society before that was still an undercover thing, but Stonewall, like, burst out. And this year in New York is the 50th anniversary of and it's an international thing now. It's been held in different countries. This year it's back in New York and it's the 50th anniversary. So, I just want to say.
Because through my transition as a woman, I've been able to transition at work and be able to stand for who I am. And for all the young people that are going through the same thing. And I have the best boss and the best group of people to work with ever. And the hair done as loose way do. We all come and see it. I am. When she says blue suede, she's not talking about her shoes.
So does anybody have questions for any of us?
Miss Mod,
Yes.
you mentioned Victoria York. Did you mean, is that Roger York?
Yes, Roger York. Oh, yes, that's Roger. No, wait, Victoria. Veronica.
Veronica York.
It was Roger. Okay, I didn't know his boy's name. I only knew his Veronica. He went to, I'm sorry, oh my God. See, even I have problems with pronouns. It's like, but learn it and be aware and call anybody who they want to be, how they want to be addressed.
Amen.
So, yes, and she and Renee Williams went to Houston and they lived together. There's a documentary online called,
Who did it? PBS or?
Actually, oh my gosh, I forgot. But it's on YouTube. It's like, oh, what sex am I? What sex am I? Look on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube. It was some Hollywood. So, any more questions?
I've got a question.
Yes.
I want to know what each one of you learned as the most important thing from doing drag. What is the greatest lesson you've learned from doing drag?
To love each other.
There you go.
Stop using duct tape and start using more undergarments and compression garments.
I'm not giving up my, well, no, I am giving up my duct tape, but it's like you don't have, one of the advantages of being an old man in drag is you got a lot of skin to pull up. She's my nurse for tonight.
Yeah, that's Dolly.
She's taking care of all of us. Medication.
Not good, girl. So, tell some of your experience. Oh, well, let me tell you.
There was this dumpster.
This is Sandy Kozik underneath all of this. Sandy was a professional clown who traveled with
My base, old brother circus, the world's largest circus, under the Midtown.
yes. Right? Yeah. So, that explains the clown.
We have gone on MLGW's site, and unfortunately, it's like thousands of people are out of power right now. So, maybe everybody should go out in the lobby and have another drink.
Already got it.
And if anybody has connections with MLGW, raise your hand.